here you are with Mr. Matthew Fisher and Mr. Alexander Hawk. And what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about this last November. You know why? Because it was a November
to remember.
Yes, it was. We had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it was busy.
Yeah.
Perhaps the busiest month of the year.
Yeah, actually, I have to say, we were like going full steam ahead this month.
My body was failing it.
Yeah. I had to keep on carrying him, putting him fireman carry over my shoulder.
I have a wheelchair. He's lying.
Oh, come on.
I'm a respectable man. I set up the wheelchair.
I'm stronger than I look. That's all I'm saying.
Just not emotionally, but physically.
But yeah. So
welcome back. It's been a little bit since our last BoomBastiCAST episode. It was our Halloween episode.
Yeah.
A full month. That's a full month in between. It really was a busy month.
Yeah, it was.
So
what's
new with Alex?
Well, let's see. Nothing much really new with me.
Okay.
But as the BoomBastiCAST, the first thing we did this month was, what was that? That was
Stray, premiere of Stray. The Ryan Convery and Ed Gutierrez.
Yeah. Fatfoot
Frozen. Oh, I know Fatfoot films, of course.
But yeah, I mean, the guys
Ethan Rogers was up in there. Our new boy, Paul Kandarian.
Yeah, it was very really nice, really good film, and
Billy Coyne was there.
Yeah, Mr. Billy Coyne, special effects extraordinaire. Oh my God, he suddenly appeared just right behind us.
Billy Coyne.
I knew he did not leave the house after the party. He just must have moved in.
Well, real quick, we'll have Bill Coyne come back for a second. I got a question that only he can answer about that.
Come on, Bill. Come on.
You enjoyed the
hello. Hello.
Hey,
hello.
How you doing, bud?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, skeleton hands. So, Billy Coyne, I heard that you had the best cheeseburger of your life before the screening of Stray. Is that true?
No.
Yes. It was so. How should we say? What's the word?
It was a hockey puck, plain and simple.
Yeah, a hockey puck that only a true meat lover could love.
It came in handy later in the night, though.
Yeah,
it's definitely a good snack.
We had to throw it at people just to, get back to the car.
It wasn't that bad. So yeah, the Stray. I don't know if it was the premiere. I don't think I'd call it premiere.
It was the second screening.
The second screening.
Yeah.
Was that the premiere, or was it just were they doing some like test stuff?
Do you want me to stick my head back in?
If you want to, you can. You've already been addressed.
I already broke the fourth wall
true.
With these guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was actually the second screening of Stray.
Yeah, because the first screening
was about a month, exactly 1 month before.
Yeah.
And that was sold out, right?
Yeah.
Because it was one of the first independents in the area to actually completely sell out in pre-sales.
Yeah.
Kudos to Fatfoot Films.
I give big kudos, yeah. And that second screening was almost sold out too. That was pretty packed. And the theater was really nice too. I like that theater. It had an old-timey feel to it. It was deep. It wasn't so much, a bunch of seats. It was the old narrow right in there. But it was quite a stretch of seating. It was very nice.
Yeah. Where was it again? I forget. Was that in
the middle of nowhere?
It was
It was about 10 minutes.
Was that Milford?
Yeah, Milford.
Milford, yes.
About 10 minutes, just 10 minutes outside of, I believe, Worcester.
Yeah. So yeah, Stray was really good. Thought it was cool. I guess okay. I think to spoil a little bit to say that it was a werewolf film. Captured that great feel and the moments. They were really wise with how much they wanted to show and how much they didn't want to show.
Yeah.
And there was a big reveal moment that was really good. I was very impressed with.
I want to talk about the big reveal moment, which I thought was not only did I think that it was really good, but I think what really like Matt said was they used it sparingly. I kind of consider it almost like the Jaws motif. in the sense that you don't see too much of the creature. There's a lot of build up. There's a lot of close ups and shots of the nails coming out and the transformation, which I think is great because especially as us as independent filmmakers, we don't have that $1 million budget where we
Plus
can
the
just.
shark never worked, and they did it right because they basically only show bits and pieces of the creature.
Yeah.
And thankfully, sorry to interject.
No, he's not. But anyway, thank you for interjecting. But yeah, going off with that is that, and the thing is that I think they put I forget how much money they actually put into, but the shot was nice, steady, and it was really a good showcase. Really showed just enough of the creature to be a payoff, and what are you doing? What?
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it was a good payoff.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be like on DVD soon. High production value. The Fat Foot Films guys, all their films usually get really good production value, and they're fun. Yeah. The stories are really cool. I've always enjoyed them. I think the first one I picked up was Morning Wood, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Morning Wood, very funny film. That was Dennis Nadeau, who actually directed that, and that was the Fat Foot film that produced and wrote it and played a huge part in directing it.
Yeah.
And also doing that.
Yeah.
Then How I Dumped My Ex-Girlfriend's Body, I believe, was their second venture.
Yeah.
Also
very
directed
good.
by Dennis Nadeau, I believe, and that was Fat Foot Films.
We did a switch
that
off.
That was Dan Black. It was either Dan or Dennis.
Our ties to How I Dumped My Ex-Boyfriend's Body is, I believe, a DJ Stand the Man trailer played before their movie, and their movie the trailer played before DJ at the premieres.
Yeah.
But I always like looking out for the Fat Foot Films guys.
Hand in hand, independent filmmaking.
Yes. They got a web series, The Mustache Brigade, that's pretty funny too.
Oh yeah.
I think they're doing more episodes of that. Yeah. They got their own little style. I like it.
Yeah. Check out fatfootfilms.com.
Check it out. I got a hat. I'll wear it one of the episodes. And
also, you got Billy. I forgot. You got Billy Coyne here. You got Billy Coyne's affiliation with Fat Foot Films.
Billy Coyne's like a growth. I feel like he's a growth on me. Look at this.
I know.
We got the thing with two heads.
I like Belial.
We should do a thing with two heads episode where Billy just hangs. We get on a chair and he just hangs out.
Yeah, just like Ray Milland and Rosie Greer.
So.
And also check out on Fat Foot Films.
Yeah.
The Box Office Boys, because yours truly came in on a few episodes.
Oh yeah.
Basically, rip up. We have a few drinks,
have
some fun, and we make fun of some movie trailers.
Yeah, I support it.
Good, but they're good people. Definitely check out Fat Foot Films.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
for shizzle. Ryan and Ed are the shit. They're good folks.
Yeah, they're great people, and they take what they do seriously, and they do a great product. I liked everything I've seen them do so far.
We're going too heavy on the love.
Yeah.
All right, next subject. Next subject. But they are good people. Yeah. They're our friends. They're our pals. Okay. So next up is your shirt, I believe, right? Your shirt, I believe, goes into our...
What?
Well, did you have anything else to say about the strike?
No, not really. Just a lot of great performances, a lot of great actors.
Ethan Rogers was intense.
Yeah, the guy who played the father, Paul, he was really good. I got talked to him afterwards. I haven't worked with him before, but I've seen a lot of some of his web series that he's been a part of, and he's always been really good on those, and he was phenomenal in the movie. I really liked his portrayal. Can't wait to see what he has next on his slate.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll work with him.
Heck yeah.
He was a good man. I got a picture with him too.
Me too.
Well.
I
don't feel special. Billy was there.
Yeah, Billy was there.
Some of our Dorkening family was in the building.
Oh yeah.
Kev Crook.
You know what I mean? Kev Crook was in the building. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Next up.
So what else did you guys do in November?
Well, later that was then the next weekend would be opening to the second weekend of November.
Yeah. And what we did on Friday was we did a little Jay and Silent Bob Reboot Roadshow.
And they didn't ask me to come.
Well,
we were told that Bill wasn't allowed in the venue.
Yeah, Kevin Smith has a restraining order against him because he said that...
it ain't just Kev.
Yeah, well...
Shaggy Two Dope.
I got restraining orders, obviously.
Bill Coyne has beef with Shaggy Two Dope, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Billy Coyne special.
Yeah. Coming soon. Sooner than you think. There's a reason why Bill Coyne's here.
Recordings don't need everything.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
But anyway, as we were saying, that we went to the Jay and Silent Bob Reboot Roadshow, and I have to say, anyone who is a fan of Kevin Smith is going to love this movie.
Yeah.
Hands down.
The best way to see it too, seeing it with an audience of Kevin Smith fans.
Yeah.
Was the movie was really good. We'll get into that in a little bit, but that was really cool to see it with the fans it was made for. Yeah. He made that comment too, and I agree completely because like it's very it's like going to see a band that you're a big fan of, whereas in the theater, you might have people stumbling that just,
And plus, doesn't Kevin like to make it interactive too, where he basically kind of likes to talk to the actual audience and get a little bit of a response?
Yeah. He's one of, I'd say that Q&A was probably the best Q&A I've ever seen.
Yeah. I gotta say the only thing is I have to say which is funny, which Kevin Smith always talks about, for the fact that his character he's most known for is Silent Bob.
Mm-hmm.
And as he said even on the roadshow that Silent Bob is his best acting ever because anyone who knows him knows he doesn't stay silent more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Given the chance. And the thing is that he had it open to questions and answers, and I think he maybe only got through 5 people. Maybe 6, because someone will say something and then he'd just keep on going on and on. And I mean, it was fun, entertaining, but if you're at the back of the line, I got news for you. You're most likely not going to get a chance to talk.
The line was pretty big, I assume. We contemplated getting in to ask a question, but
actually, for Kevin Smith, when I worked at the Virgin Megastore, he actually came in, and I was his personal shopper for him.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
He was looking for, at that time, 8 Below, that Paul Walker sled dog.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Walker, 8 Below. Isn't that where he is right now?
Oh, ouch.
Oh, shit.
That is bad.
Was that bad stuff?
He was looking for News Radio season 3 or 4. And he was looking for, either way, I helped him find almost 10, 50 movies. I mean, he dropped money like it was nothing. But when you make movies like that, then you can afford it.
Yeah, I thought News Radio only went for 3 seasons. 1 to 4?
I'm not sure.
I think it might even had more than that. That had a good run. If I
remember correctly. It had a good run until unfortunately
it's
the
weird.
Phil Hartman.
I remember. Why did he die while he was on that show?
Yeah, he was killed
really?
while doing the show. That's why the last season was John Lovitz stepped in as a different character trying to.
I forgot all about that.
And it only lasted like 1 more season afterwards because John Lovitz, great actor, but unfortunately it just didn't gel when he
didn't work. Well, you got to Phil Hartman's character was so loved on that show, it was kind of like the backbone of it.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a family friend that was on that show.
Oh, who?
Mara Tierney.
Okay.
She was the love interest of Dave Foley's character.
Oh, okay.
I actually, plus, since we just had Thanksgiving, when I was really, really little, my cousins were actually extremely friendly with her. So she used to sit with us at, the kids' table at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of interesting to think Dave Foley kind of carried one of the shows that was the biggest show, and I like Dave Foley. Yeah, the Kevin Smith movie is really good. Not just saying that because we're fans before, but I thought it was really good. It's more like in the vein of like he's with Clerks 2 when he came back and it's like a little more, they're a little more emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well,
we might have to take the chair out.
Why?
Someone who's sitting on it is being crazy.
Oh, okay.
Clerks 2, man, yeah.
There will be a Clerks 3.
Yes.
There'll also be a Mallrats 2.
Yeah.
I think you should move in more, Huck. Unless you don't want to be in there for some reason. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Bill, you look great right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I'll lean back so it's more. But yeah, it was good. There's a lot of cool cameos in there. There was a cool Keith Coogan cameo, which was really cool. We won't give it away, but we'll just say, the fishes are done, man. That was great. I got a good laugh out of that.
Yeah.
A lot of he had a lot of his regulars pop in.
Oh, yeah.
It was good to see Affleck back in the film. Affleck actually had a really good monologue that brought little teardrops to people's eyes. You know what I mean? He went into the whole thing with Affleck, which was, I've heard it a million times. He talks about it a lot. You know how they had a falling out.
Yeah.
Over because he likes to talk too much. He likes to tell the personal stories. You know what I mean? Kevin has said that himself, Bill. He looks sad. It's real. We don't say anything that's not true around here. But yeah,
all we do is lie around here.
But yeah, I mean, like Amanda's saying that it was a lot of fun. It was great seeing both Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. And the thing is, it's funny because he was talking about how the reboot came around was the fact that he wanted to do Clerks 3 next, and the people who had the rights to Clerks told him that, no one really cares about it. No one's going to want to see Clerks 3. He tried for Mallrats 2, and they said the same thing. So the only thing he actually had rights to that he could go and do a sequel to was Jay and Silent Bob. So he did Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and he did, pretty much tying up all loose ends, bringing in characters from different of his movies as kind of his way, because as far as he knew at that moment, there was never going to be another Clerks, another Mallrats, or anything else.
Yeah.
So, and then he got that. He then, got this roadshow thing set up, and
which is the future of all these films, I think.
Which was the thing that showed that the production companies that there's a huge fan pace. What are you doing? Okay. Anyway, a huge fan base for Kevin Smith films, and doing the roadshow showing how much money there is, and because of that, that's why Clerks 3 and Mallrats 2 are going to happen, because as it always says, show me the money, and Kevin Smith whipped it out and gave it to him. Right the way they deserved.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
Whip this out. But yeah. But so, and it was funny because the whole thing about the Jay and Silent Bob reboot is he's making fun of rehashings, reboots, and all that.
Yeah.
And he pretty much goes down and boils down the meaning behind all those phrases in the movie. And it was funny because at the end, he was saying, people ask me, why the heck are you, trying to do, sequels to things you've already done? Why don't you do something original? He says, you know what? I did. It was a walrus movie. How many people like that?
I love Tusk.
I enjoyed Tusk because it was...
You don't like it, Bill?
Oh, come on.
The only film that
Bill
he's ever
it.
done, the only Kevin Smith movie that I feel didn't hit the mark with me was Yoga Houses. And I don't hate it. I just don't think it's as good as the other ones.
Yeah.
But I thought Tusk was really good.
I love Red State.
Red State's classic. Very people overlook that all the time, but it's actually a really good film.
Parks, man.
Hell yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that, it's good seeing that, out of, how many people who have big names in Hollywood, Kevin Smith is one of the few, very few that, come from humble beginnings. And, he had an idea, he went for it, and, look at him today.
It was the biggest gamble of his career.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Life.
Because he started his career based off of taking 5 credit cards, maxing them out. Who knew?
Yeah.
He was going to even be able to make his money back, and he did.
Yeah.
And that basically started bankrolling his,
Yeah.
not so much his career, but at least he got his first film off the ground. And
Yeah.
get his first film off the ground.
And the next one. Cult.
The next one.
Kevin Smith is a filmmaker made for cult followings. You know what I mean? Like when you think of people like new age people, filmmakers that actually have cult followings that will do the road show, you know.
But I
Kevin
think it's
Smith.
important.
Tarantino does it too.
No, but as an independent, I think it's
He doesn't show.
important.
Tarantino doesn't go. When I first started writing, my favorite writers, Quentin Tarantino and Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
That's how great Kevin Smith is.
Yeah.
And they both do the road show, which would be really cool if Quentin came around with the road show.
Oh,
Don't hold your breath.
I trust me, I'm not. That would be cool though. If he goes out, if he actually decides to go out on the one more film, I might see him touring with that, which would be cool. And I still want to get Sam Raimi down here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, the screening was really cool. The Q&A was almost as long as the film.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked how, it really felt like it didn't have a cutoff and it just went. I think they had more than 6 or 7 questions, I feel. But like Huck said, every story would lead into like 3 other stories.
Yeah.
So I really wish we filmed it, but it was kind of in the moment, an in the moment thing.
Yeah.
They didn't want to break out the phone, just kind of want to do.
Plus, also
it'll be up somewhere.
Plus, also they had security, so they'd probably tackle.
I've seen people doing the camera, so like,
Either way, just search.
Just not during the movie.
Just search YouTube. You know, some idiot recorded the whole thing.
Yeah.
All you do.
No, I don't think they let that go down. Not the movie.
No, but you'd be surprised how many people go into like Comic-Con when they're not supposed.
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
They basically record the whole thing, even though. You know what? Just either way, just go on YouTube, type in Kevin Smith, and then check out anything and everything because he's fascinating to listen to because his anecdotes are extremely funny. Usually, a lot of drug references, and his movies are just
William.
dog.
William.
His movies aren't dog.
What are your top 3 favorite Kevin Smith movies, real quick?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, and actually Clerks 1.
I would have to say, Huck, you want to go before me?
No.
I'd probably have to say, no particular order, Chasing Amy, Clerks 2, and Dogma, probably.
Okay. Well, James Silent Bob Strikes Back. I always been a fan of that.
Yeah.
Dogma would be my second, and then Clerks.
You see, that starts the debate of what you think would be better. Clerks, well, obviously Clerks, but like I think Clerks 2 is a better film than Clerks because I like that whole when it goes into that friendship thing at the end.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of emotion in there. It goes back to like I think Chasing Amy is probably like his best written film. You know what I mean? Like I think he's really good with, the characters and how they talk with each other about real subjects. And then, with Jay and Silent Bob and a few things, got lean more towards comedy.
Yeah.
And then when he came back with Clerks 2, like Clerks 2 was almost like a great movie to end your career on. Because it was everything.
I think it's a great ending and how it really wraps everything up in the Clerks universe when you have that fade back
with his mother,
and then it goes to black and
like that.
And then it plays
I used to be
Soul Asylum's Misery. I mean, that was just brilliant to end it the way basically it started. I almost bit your neck.
I think I like Clerks 2 so much though. Even I felt emotion even with that scene you were talking about. No, I mean, with the pullback and it goes from the color to black. I remember
you choke up. I think that there's
because you take the whole journey. As fans, we take journeys with the filmmakers as their careers go. So like you kind of know the ups and downs that he's had and stuff. And like I thought it was like a perfect. It would have been not that he should have threw in the towel. You know what I mean? But I thought it was a perfect finish to. Well, they do another Clerks movie, but I thought that finish, but that was beautiful. Like that was almost a movie you could go out on and be very proud with your career. You know what I mean?
Either way, just look at that book in the View Askew universe, because even though it says the end, there's still a lot of pages. Yeah. So there's still a lot of stuff.
And I want to see more Jay and
Silent
Bob, more Kevin Smith.
But to say that he pretty much told everyone what the plot is for Clerks 3,
which is cool.
Which I have to admit, as far as I'm concerned, when that movie comes out, if he's following the plot,
he's already getting emotional.
Hold on. Okay, that makes it the best Kevin Smith movie, for the simple fact because it bookends the Klook's now in a trilogy, but it bookends it so perfectly because what he's going to do is he's going to have the character Randall suffer.
I wouldn't go too crazy though.
Hey,
but
there's only one trilogy, and it ain't of the king. It's
of
the Jedi.
He did spill. Kevin Smith laid out the entire story and plot and like everything to Clerks 3.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great bookend.
I think we should just say that it has, let's say it has filmmaker elements in it. So I think people that make films will definitely be touched by it, especially with the emotion that I've been seeing him bring to movies. Even like the Affleck has that big monologue about being a father and stuff, and that was very touching. And I think that what he'll do with Clerks 3, with the filmmaking aspect and the plot of, it's kind of got a plot of somebody who, realizes I think they had a heart attack, and because that's a big theme with him since he had his heart attack.
Yeah.
And realizes that he never really did anything, eventful, so to speak, with his life. So he sets out on a mission to do something, and I think a lot of people will get the feels from that because regret is huge. A lot of people have regret. They get older and they say, what if only Bill Coyne doesn't have regret?
Yeah. But anyway, it's definitely when James
Bill Coyne just put like a shotgun in the mouth of wherever I was going. Whatever point I was just talking about, Bill put a noose around and hung it from the ceiling. I forgot what I was even talking about.
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith put a lot of emotions in the film.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like it. But I think Clerks 3 will have a teary ending. And I like how it's happy. Like they're happy tears, you know what I mean? You could go for that dark tear where you really feel bad about a situation in humanity, you know what I mean? But his tears are always like positive tears. But it goes back to, I think he's like our generation's John Hughes, you know what I mean? And John Hughes was like the king of his time.
There will only ever be one John Hughes.
I agree with that. But I think Kevin Smith is our generation.
Just like there will only ever be one Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
But we're lucky because we are of that age.
And we almost lost him. That would have sucked.
And that would have sucked. So that's great. So you guys
had he was very nice, which I always like to pay attention to, because that's a big sell for me. Like if I'm a big fan and you're arrogant or like treat people like garbage, I usually shit all over you. But he was super nice to everybody. Except what?
I don't know what he was doing.
Glenn Danzig's not nice to people.
So that was
So
that was the second weekend of.
That was the second weekend of November to Remember.
Yeah, but that was the first of what happened that weekend.
That was a two-parter.
Yeah, that's a two-parter.
So with that, we'll say if you can catch a roadshow date, I think there's still some going on.
Yeah.
Probably getting to the tail end of that tour, but if you can get one towards you, go. Alex got this great shirt that was big pimping.
Heck yeah.
It was $30, I think. I got a mini poster for $30 that was signed by Jay and Kevin Smith, which was nice.
And I got nothing because they didn't tell me that.
Well, I got Billy Coyne a T-shirt and a poster, but I had to fight. When I got outside, somebody rolled up to me and they were like, "You're probably buying that shit for Bill Coyne, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am. Why? You got a problem with Bill Coyne?" And they're like, "Fucking Bill." Every time I see Bill Coyne, I want to strangle that fucking dude. So like, he grabbed for my throat. Because I said Bill Coyne again, and I had to like wrestle him off and put him to the ground.
Tell my next door neighbors I said
Hawk stabbed him a few times in the ribs, and then we ran.
Yeah,
we ran off.
But unfortunately, the poster got ripped, and they got away with the shirt. So.
All I remember was looking down, and it was Hawk's hand holding a blade. In between, then there was the shirt, and there was the poster, and then there was somebody's chest, and it was like a sandwich of doom.
Yeah.
And I seen that, and I ran. I grabbed Hawk. Pulled the knife out, made that sound.
Yeah, and we ran
off. And you found that note on him. Tell Billy Coyne he said Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that guy had no well wishes for you, Bill.
No. I'm a very loved and hated man in certain circles.
I wonder if I still got marks from where he grabbed my throat. So I mean, definitely. And when it comes out, I'm sure it'll probably be on DVD, Blu-ray, and all that.
Yeah.
And, on demands and. digital platform, so definitely check it out. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, I think you will love it. And if you just like comedies, I think you will at least like it.
Oh, yeah.
So, check it out.
Definitely.
Check it on out. Day two
of the November to Remember extravaganza was the Dead of Autumn Film Festival.
Horror Fest, baby.
Horror Fest.
It was beautiful.
It was run by Brianna and James.
Very great people. Very great people. Fantastic people.
Yeah. The best. Avery.
Yeah, they were in the building.
Yeah, they put together a very good, very fun film festival.
There's a lot of really cool movies there, you know.
Last Call.
Very good, very good.
Very good.
Starring Terry Alexander of Day of the Dead fame, which was really nice. Got to get my poster signed by him as well. Good. The director was great. Marcus was great. Billy's known him forever, right?
Yeah, Marcus Sabline. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. I've known him over a decade.
Local guy originally, right?
Local guy originally.
Yeah.
You know, he's Rock and Shock, which is
of
a big
course
thing here. I mean, he basically goes every single year. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's worked on a lot of like big budget stuff as well. I believe in New York, but
cool.
You know, he loves the independent stuff.
That was we were Facebook friends ahead of time, but that was the first time I think we both got to meet him, me and Alex, and he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I worked with him on the zombie short. That's where I first met him about over 10 years ago.
You know I'm longer than us.
Oh my God!
Maybe you've been sent here.
He has been sent.
You've been infiltrated.
Yes, I have been sent.
But that film was very good. If anybody, you know, keep an eye out for that. I feel like that's going to be doing some more, you know, festival runs.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All that, conventions and such. Very nice. You know, The Box also premiered there. New James Lamont film, really good.
Yeah, I have to say that it was really good. I was talking to James about that. He has another film in the pipeline. I can't wait till that project, you know, gets off the ground, and all that.
A lot of good folks on that. Erica Looker's in that. Brianna was also a part of the project.
Yeah.
Dan Bouchard, who I'm a big fan of. I think he's fucking really good, fantastic actor. Yeah. Remember him in The First Kill?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was good in that.
Good in that, and he was really good in The Box. You know, draws out a lot of emotion. Very nice.
Very nice.
Try and get some work in with him soon. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Also, I wanted to do a shout out to Mr. Ray. Mr.
Ray Bouton.
Because he came down to help with the booth and hang out, which is always appreciated.
Yeah,
Ray.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's like Man and I always say, it's always great when we have people who, you know, just like to come down and help and hang out and show their support.
And Bob Mendel was in the building with his kids, which was nice. You know, Paul from 508, all the 508 people were there, which was nice.
Yeah.
You know, I liked it. It was a great community thing. Yeah. George James Frazier was in the building. He was off to the side of us. I'm trying to think of who else.
I want to be in a blue, Georgie. You want to be in a blue? That's what I say whenever I see him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else was there. Jezebel was there. Victoria herself was in the building. Katie the lifeguard was there. Yeah. Bill Coyne was not there. He was all cocained out. He was chained to a furnace. Yeah. Like Stray. They had him tied up.
Yeah, I was chained to a furnace, coked out of my mind. I had a few hookers who were basically walking out on me, so I couldn't get the key.
Yeah.
It was a rough situation.
It happens, you know. I mean, when you're living the Coyne lifestyle, I mean, what do you expect, right?
It's a tough spot, kid.
Yeah.
Tough. Let me tell you a little something. But trying to think of what else was there. But the setup was really cool. Alexander got a nice sausage, wasn't it? It was like a chicken parmesan sandwich or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
How was that?
That was good. That was good. Nice catering.
We like to review food on the show a little bit. Like Billy's hamburger and chicken parmesan.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Billy's hamburger was the best.
He has a cast iron stomach. He killed it in one bite.
Hey, I can eat anything. Just ask anybody.
One sip hawk.
There was another 508 short there that was really good. Strawberry Lane.
Oh yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what it was called?
I think so. That was a good.
Forgive
good
me
one.
if I'm wrong, but that was really cool. It had a really avant-garde feel to it. It was kind of like Eraserhead-like, but like it was one of those cool, strange, artistic ones.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool imagery in there. Like the main character was I think confused about its sexuality or something. I could be wrong. Yeah. Maybe I'm just confused about my sexuality.
It's a movie you definitely have to watch more than once because there's a lot.
I liked it a lot, and I wouldn't mind watching it more than once.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. George James Fraser had a film there.
Yeah.
What did he show? Is
the ballet one?
The ballet one.
Yeah.
Ballet Mont. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, it's like
Belamonte or something like that.
Yeah.
That was cool. It had a lot of style to it. It reminded me a little bit of Black Swan, which I'm sure he gets a lot with that. You know, anything you do with ballet in it from Black Swan with art that has an artistic feel is going to be, you know, compared to, you know, the Black Swan, which for Darren Aronofsky was I don't think it was one of his. He got the most praise for that, but I don't think that was one of his better films. But we'll talk about that in a different episode.
Yeah.
Yo, trying to think of what else played there.
INSOMNIAC played there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we played INSOMNIAC there. The audience liked it, you know, which was cool.
It was pretty cool. He also filmed some of the reactions you were seeing.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we tried to. We recorded the reaction of it, you know. Nothing too crazy, just nice to have. I'm a fan of just taping everything that we do when we can, because when we're old men, whether if we have success in this business a lot or not, I think it would be fun to go back and look at the good old days.
Just archive everything.
Sit there with a bottle of Jack Daniels and cry and say,
I remember when I made this, I was somebody for a day.
Alex is behind me. I'm on a podcast by myself. Alex is behind me hanging from a noose. Drinking Jack Daniels.
Nurse, open the window. I want to look out. Today's my birthday. And I want to go see the archives. So.
We finish off the episode where I go and take the noose next to you. We go out strong and we fade to black while Bill stands there.
Billy takes over
with 2 empty chairs, doing an impersonation of something.
Billy shows up. He does a puppet show where he sticks his hand up like rib cages and you know, just, you know, killer clowns from outer space kind of stuff.
I like it. I enjoy that. Vicious Knid stuff.
This is insanity.
This episode is mayhem. I was just thinking of calling this episode
This is what
mayhem.
you get when you get Billy Coyne on the show.
Yes.
Wait till we do the episode where we actually interview him.
Yeah, that'll be much more terrifying.
Yeah, so
I want to do an interview of you
normally,
with tape over your mouth.
Yeah, normally it takes about like 3 days for me to edit. This will take about a month. Now,
no, you can leave it in. We don't care about the little imperfections.
But I want it perfect. Perfect.
Life isn't perfect. Deal with it.
So the Dead of Autumn Horror Fest was really cool. It was their first year. It was a lot of fun. We actually, we sold some DVDs and met some new people, which was cool. Always like that. So rounding off
Don't forget. This past weekend.
Well, no. I'm just trying to figure out this weekend. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. At Dead of Autumn Horror Fest to speak
of. They did have great horror themed mixed drinks.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a real fun one.
What were the drinks, Alex? Do you happen to remember the names of them and what they were?
Well, the one I had was the Camp Crystal Lake. Unfortunately, I can't remember all the things mixed to it, probably because I drank the Camp Crystal Lake.
We have vendors, a full bar, we have food, we have everything you could ever need if you are a horror lover. Make sure to do
they had like red rum for The Shining. They had, a bunch of others, but the thing is, they went to give a real good horror feeling for the horror fans. And everyone there seemed to enjoy it, and I can't wait to see when they do it again next year.
Well, I believe they already announced that they are doing something next
year. Yeah. We plan on being there. It was a cool event.
I'm going to make it this time.
I'll believe it when I see it. Well, it's a big community event, really. So, Bill will be there then.
Oh, he'll be there.
But it's good. I like to see the community getting together. I think... if everybody got together and supported each other, it'd be a beautiful thing. It'd be a beautiful world. But there's
beautiful world we live in.
Look at that. You get the full body shot of Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
It's going to be crazy. Billy Coyne's there. He's going to take his shirt off. Someone's going to get pregnant. We're going to watch movies all over the place.
Just as long as it's not me, I'm fine with it.
Just think about the flyer. We had a nice flyer for this event with everybody's picture on it.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of 3-4-year-old kids walking around depressed because they get everybody's autograph on their flyer, but one guy ruined their life, they said.
One guy.
But that just means next time
they camp outside Billy's house.
The autograph will be more valuable. Billy likes to build the suspense, and he doesn't care if it takes years to do it. It's all worth it. When you got Billy Coyne in the building, you can't go wrong.
You gotta lower the vid, no matter what.
If Bill ever died, this is how his ghost would appear in our show.
I don't think he'll ever die.
No, Billy's gonna outlast us all, baby.
Yeah.
So, do we want to wrap up anything else with
Dead of Autumn?
Yeah.
Other than as we mentioned, Terry Alexander was there. And he was a really nice guy.
Very nice.
Yeah, he sat down and then talked with all of us.
That was part of really how cool it was with it was open atmosphere like that. Yeah. Where I remember going over and just sitting down and talking, shooting the shit about the festival and about Day of the Dead and all that. With them, which I like. I was feeling very Bill Coyne-like because Bill Coyne bounces around talking to everybody. And,
gotta bounce around.
Yeah. So, Bill would have had fun.
If he was there.
Bill was a good guy. Bill was a really great guy. I just want everybody to know that right now.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm already being spoken in the past tense.
He was a nice guy. Yes.
Kind of an asshole, that Coyne guy, but you know what?
Yeah,
he was good for a few laughs.
He was an asshole, but he had a heart of gold.
His
makeup effects sucked, but he was a great guy to hang with.
We can go on the record right now and speculate that I think Billy Coyne might just be in attendance at year 2 of the Dead of Autumn Horror Fest. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he was promoting maybe a directorial debut type thing at the booth. Possibly.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
I think there'll be some serious buzz around the time that Dead of Autumn rolls around next year. Will be prime time, promotion time. Double fingers, chin rub, more fingers.
Yeah.
Another chin rub. Ching!
Chin.
So, are we rounding out the Dead of Autumn Horror Fest?
Yeah, I think so.
So everybody, we'll say, go, check it out next year. There'll be another one. If you can get out there, get out.
Oh, yeah, definitely
check
recommend
out the 508 Productions.
Yeah.
Their new film, The Box. They got other films. They got, like Hawk said, they got a feature, I think, gearing up, which I think the Hawk might be in it, I think. Can I speculate and say maybe?
Well, I'm not going to say anything too specific. I've been talking to James, and And we'll see. We'll see.
James is a good man, and I like to see Hawkman branch out and act in other films.
Yeah.
My favorite actor. My favorite actor.
This is my favorite director. And
Oh,
my
wow.
favorite special effects guy, all in one shot.
Have you ever seen this
Suck your
much
dick.
craziness in
These
one
guys
frame?
are sucking dick like crazy.
I know.
Yeah, only yours.
We do that from time to time, though, Bill. Because when we're all happy, see Bill's getting ready for after the show.
Oh yeah.
Bill's gonna straighten my mind out. I got too much on my mind, so Bill's gonna blow me.
I would be playing.
Let
with
me feel better.
I play with cucumbers to make these guys relax.
You do. Bill's
You
on a
do.
cucumber right now.
Ooh, ouch.
It ain't a cucumber till it comes in your bumbo.
It's a gherkin.
Scary.
My ass just hurt, right? Right. when
Look
you
at
said
Jay's
that.
face. Look at the way Jay's looking at you on that shirt after saying that.
Snooky Wookie.
Snooky Wookies.
Snooch to the
Snoogains.
nooch.
But I'm glad there'll be more Jay and Silent Bob and Kevin
Oh,
Smith movies. I like how I hope he does these really cool comedies as well as still branch out with those wild ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though I didn't really like Yoga Houses, I respect for him going that far out of the norm for a movie.
But how? Yoga what?
Yoga Housers or Yoga Hosers.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I still have to see that stupid movie.
Our boy Alex DaVingio there sells it on VHS off of Witter Entertainment, I think there is. So if anybody hasn't seen it, wants to go check it out, I believe it's Witter Entertainment. I believe that's the production company. They put up on. They got like Victor Crowley. They put that on VHS. They put up Penn Teller. I believe is his full name, from Penn and Jillette. No, what is it?
Yeah, Penn Jillette.
Penn Jillette, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one's Teller, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did like a horror movie called Director's Cut. I think Adam Rifkin directed it. So, anyways, yeah, but they got some VHS. So that if you're looking to pick it up, they got the VHS of it, which is nice. They were at
vendors?
They were at the Horror Fest as well.
Oh, no.
I'm stumbling because I'm like, my brain's like, well, don't use the wrong word or Bill Coyne's going to jump down your fucking throat over it. I'm trying to think of who else was vendoring at that, though.
Oh.
We probably should have put together a list.
Who was the bloody people that had the spray? They clean it up. I noticed they were there.
Oh, that must not have been near us. It was cool. They had the little booths like kind of in the corner.
Did they have a lot of vendors? How many vendors?
It was probably like, maybe 13, 15 vendors, maybe. I figure they had a wall. They had a middle area. No, maybe like 10 or so. But it was definitely cool.
Yeah.
I support it to the fullest. They had a good turnout. They probably had like maybe 80 to 100 people in there, which was it's a good turnout. We know more than anybody, I think, how difficult it is to get people in the seats. God damn. Our Horrorween numbers are proof.
We don't want to kill morale by talking numbers. Let's keep the levity up.
There's not if you can't enjoy your little pitfalls, then what can you do?
Hey, listen, hills and valleys. That's what is good.
Whenever we did a Horrorween, there was at least 3 people there that wasn't us. So they had fun. They all had fun. So.
But some big name producers did come to the last one.
Oh, that was a film festival. We do so many things that Bill doesn't show up for that he gets confused.
I'm just that good.
He was like, I was gonna show up, but I thought it was Horrorween, so I fucking stayed home.
Ouch! Okay.
I was like, no, Bill, it's not Horrorween.
Okay.
It's the Undo Divergent Film Fest, and he's like,
I couldn't leave my bed.
Bill's like,
I couldn't leave my bed.
I gotta get my oil changed that day. No, Billy's a good man. So next year, catch us. Bill will be there with us. We'll be rolling hard at
They're dragging me.
We're dragging him out. We're gonna put him in a crate and bring him.
Yeah.
But that was good. So we'll move on to the next weekend of November.
Okay.
Chia. Next weekend of November. And was Super Mega Fest.
Yep.
Had a great time. Little Andy Rue came with me, my nephew, with me and the Hawkman rolling fucking deep, like gang squad in there.
BoomBastic boys,
packed
unite!
To the fucking gills, packed to the gills with AK-47s and 9mm and revolvers and shit.
BoomBastic balls.
We got fucking machetes attached to legs, going in there like it was wartime.
And Billy's whipping something out.
But we will. we're gonna address Super Mega Fest in its own episode.
Yeah.
But we will say it was good times, met a lot of good folks, and definitely keep an eye out for that episode. It is probably rolling up on your ass next, and watch it up.
Yeah, that it was a great time. Met a lot of great people, and met up with some old friends. But like he said, we'll talk about it more in detail in the next episode.
I wasn't there either.
No,
we told Bill it was Halloween.
Yeah,
so he stayed home.
He was like, "Shit, man, it's Halloween. I'm staying home 3 times."
I remember Bill Coyne was in the World Trade Center, and somebody called him up that morning and said, "We're doing Halloween at work today," and he stayed home and he lived. That was the biggest conspiracy I've ever heard, right there.
I didn't leave my bedroom for a month. Just tired.
That was an Academy Award winning performance. I was just
There's fucking Meryl Streep back there.
There it is. I like it.
Yeah, and Harvey Keitel up here.
Harvey's the man, and the new Irishman.
Keep the clothes on.
Do you want to talk Irishman briefly?
Yes.
Maybe we should.
Hey,
okay.
You dropped the
ball.
bomb.
So we brought it up. We'll bring it up real quick.
That's why my nickname is Segway.
It's not going to be quick, but okay, go.
I personally loved the Irishman a lot. I thought everybody in it did a great job. Even Deniro, who calls in all his performances nowadays, I think really did a great job. Joe Pesci's return was phenomenal. Really fucking good. I thought he might have took the crown. A lot of people were saying Al Pacino was the best actor in it. I think Joe Pesci, did it. And it was his character was so different from what he's typically playing, and I really liked. We won't go too deep into this, I guess, because we do have like an episode where we're going to talk about some of our best films, our favorite films of the year, rather.
Yeah.
But there's an opening scene with Pesci, and he's in a car, and he's kind of like, they build up the suspense a little bit of like, you think he's going to turn around and yell or like smack the lady because of all his other things, the previous films with Scorsese where he's always, nicky and tough as nails and crushing people. But this, he was just kind of like an older, matured gangster. And his wife was royalty, was mafia royalty. Yeah. So like he couldn't really beef with her. But movie was really good. It was 3 hours, 3.5 hours, or something like that. I felt it was a smooth ride. Like I couldn't even feel that it was that long. And I'm a conspiracy theorist, so like I love the whole thing where they went into the Hoffa situation. Yeah. They even dip into the JFK thing a little bit, which I thought was really cool.
And Joe Pesci was in
Joe Pesci, yeah. Pesci was in the building.
Yeah, I gotta say, my only thing, which of course we'll talk more in another episode, but as far as I'm concerned, I do love Al Pacino and I do love Robert De Niro, but as far as I'm concerned, this movie was Joe Pesci's movie.
Yeah. Because,
like Matt said, that he played such a different character than we know him from, and that was... And the thing is, actually, I gotta say, maybe for me as an actor, one of the best parts of the film was the fact when he's playing, I think, his 90-year-old self, and he's like in a chair, and he's literally shaking his hand because, of course, he's old. He's having, and those kind of little bit of details, I love. And the thing is that every time Joe Pesci was on screen, I believed everything that came out of his mouth, that he was that character.
And there's a lot of stuff in the face, like where he's sitting down with the mob boss. Like when there's a part when like Deniro kind of makes a bad deal with somebody who whispers, the good whispers, where he thought that he could trust him. And it turns out that he couldn't really trust him, and there's a situation where he has to answer for it. And Pesci kind of brings him into the mix, what Pesci's character does. So just the way that Pesci kind of acts that scene where it's all quiet, but it's all like the looks of like, I like this dude a lot, but he fucked up. And this dude right here will fucking annihilate this dude's life. And I know where this could go, and it all depends on how he handles the situation, and he handles it well. But just, I think the beauty of that scene was Pesci's face and the reactions he did to the conversation that was going around him. And Marty Scorsese, I think, was on top of his game. I think he's the best living director right now. I've said that before. Yeah. And I think that this was a great end. I think this probably is an end to his like mob mafia legacy, his films, which is a very nice ending to it. I thought it was really good. Bill, you've seen it, right?
No.
You didn't see it yet? Oh, real good stuff.
No, I just talked about how we talked about Pesci's daughter.
Yeah.
That's another story
That's for the interview.
Yeah.
But it was really good. Yeah, we'll get deeper into it in another show. But if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out on Netflix. Don't be afraid by the length, because it cruises right through. And it's got that Scorsese style, which I love. And yeah, like I said, all the actors are in tip-top form. You know, there's an unfortunate thing that Netflix did it, and there's kind of a weird riff right now where, you know, if they're deciding whether or not they can be, you know, nominated for Academy Awards and stuff, which I think it definitely should be up for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor. You know, I think Pesci should win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor as his, you know, as he plays. Playing, I forget his character's name, but for that character for sure.
Yeah.
You know. Do you guys want to say anything else? We'll move into the next.
No, not really.
Cool. So the next weekend up was our shoot, right?
Yep.
This past
weekend.
Yeah, we did. We got a new short in the works. We won't go too deep into it, but all three of the gentlemen in this frame were on set doing their thing. This gentleman to my right, he took a break from doing bigger budgeted films to come in and do our film, which was very nice of him.
Well, what can I say? When I'm not jumping from my private jet to California, I do like working at CVS and working on his films as little side hobbies.
Yeah, thank the Warner family and Laura Buckley for helping us out.
Yeah.
With some locations, we had Reboot was back, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We also had Christopher J. Long.
Oh, yeah.
Who was your counterpart, you know.
Yeah.
You guys work really good together. I'm excited for everybody to see that.
Yeah.
We get Mary Phillips was back in the mix from, you know, we talked a little earlier about how to dump my...
Mary.
Hey, Mary. How we seen her, and I actually went to school with her many moons ago, but I seen her in How to Dump My Ex-Boyfriend's Body, and I thought she did a great job. We actually had her on a segment, the Murder World segment, a couple years ago, but she was perfect for this role, so she got in there and she did that. We've also had Ethan Rogers was new to the gang from Stray, you know. Yeah. We're pulling in all Fat Foot Films people. We're trying to take over Fat Foot Films.
Don't worry, we're not trying to cannibalize Ryan and Ed. We're not trying to cannibalize your cast. We're just...
Ryan and Edward, I offer up Alexander Hawk for your films.
I'll sacrifice myself.
And if you're going by weight, it's an even trade. So,
ouch.
He equals out to the both of them in gold and acting gold. But
and I've even done effects for those guys too.
Who, Fat Foot Films?
Yep,
good people. Work. Bill's worked with everybody. We'll talk about that in the interview. Bill worked on the Heaven's Gate project. It was like an artistic piece where he went in there and he killed people.
Yeah.
What?
And put on their tennis shoes.
Oh, yeah,
you're not familiar with Heaven's Gate? Okay. That's another episode. We just had the anniversary of the People's Temple Massacre. Georgetown. Jim Jones. We talked about that on the way into the shoot, didn't we?
Actually, yeah, we did.
Imagine that.
Jim Jones?
Jim Jones, your boy.
Yeah.
Your boy.
The punchline was too long.
Whoa! Oh. That's cold. That's too soon.
Yeah, it's only been 30 years. Still too soon.
It's even longer than
Just
that.
like those Kurt Cobain jokes.
I watched Soaked in Bleach again 2 days ago. That's a great fucking...
How is that?
I really enjoy that a lot. Yeah, you watch that movie and you really... I mean, it's some things... If everything in that was true fact, then, hey, it's right there. But if there's some fiction to it, which there could be, because documentaries usually are coming from one opinion, you know what I mean, of a situation.
Especially that Michael Jackson one.
Yeah, I've yet to see that. I've heard the horror stories.
Yeah.
I heard the first part's like the only part worth watching. Is like it.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if HBO actually yanked that because
they got sued over it.
Yeah, they did.
They just wanted that green stuff.
Yeah.
So they're willing to be mean stuff and attack Michael Jackson's dead body. So we had a big shoot. It was real fun. 2-day shooter. A lot of birthday party stuff.
We did a double.
If anybody's following our page or stuff, you know that it's very clowny. There's some clown shit going down in it, which was very, very good stuff. We had some kids on set, which, all our kids were great. I thank you. Everybody on the set was great. The Sam Hayes, we haven't brought up Sam Hayes yet. He's a whiz behind the curtain type deal, helping us with the lighting and all that good stuff. AD and some on the side.
Sam Hayes is a treasure to work with.
He really is.
He really is.
If you get a chance to work with the Hayes,
do it.
Do it.
And he does everything from behind the scenes to in front of the
He's a director as well.
Yeah, and he's just a real good filmmaker.
We're in talks to get him to directing something for the BoomBastic brand.
Yeah.
But that was there's a lot of things in development right now. We got a lot of directors. There might even be a director behind me developing something right now.
Multiple projects.
We like to do multiple things.
Yeah.
Multiples.
It's all a matter of priority.
Prioritize.
And accessibility. Accessibility is actually vital.
Yeah. So it was good. So that weekend was very nice, very fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. We'll have more updates on that soon. But that's gonna be cool stuff. Yeah. So do you want to discuss anything else?
No, I mean, I'm good.
How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was very thankful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Billy, good Thanksgiving?
I was sick in bed. I thought it was the festival.
He was thankful he survived.
No, actually, I had like horrible nausea for the past few days. I don't know what it is, but
nerves maybe.
Even though I do this, I enjoy working a lot. I'm the type of person I usually work to the point where I might get a little sick. I'm not a Roboteen by any means, but I do get usually sicker than others. But no matter what, you work hard, you play hard. Bad boys for life. There you go.